Hey guys, you're welcome back again to my YouTube channel. Is your girl Joy? How many of you have missed my Canadian tips like on immigration matter? I know a lot of people did. Well, today's video is on how to immigrate via express entry. In this video, I'll be showing you how to check your eligibility. Most people are novice in this journey. They don't know where to start from. They don't know how to apply. This video is really detailed. Meaning if you don't even have a prior knowledge on how to immigrate, then this video will tell you all that you need to do from the beginning of the process to the end. Okay? So if this sounds like what you will love, kindly watch it to the end. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button when you are done watching. Please share this video as well because a lot of people need this kind of video this time around. They need it. So let's go into the video. In order to be in the pool, you need your work experience, your language tests, your education proof of funds, admissibility, creating a profile, get your documents ready, submit your profile, and the last is passport requests. I already did a video on how to immigrate to Canada. Kindly check it out. I'll also leave the link in the description box below. You all know that immigrating through express entry is the commonest of them all, and for you to begin your journey, you go to your browser, you can type in cic.gc.ca or you can just put IRCC. It's going to bring you to this page, and when you get to this page, on the search, you just type in express entry. So this page is going to pop up and you click on how express entry works because this is their main site. So this is actually how it works. There are three pathways which I explained in my previous videos. If you are eligible for one of the above programs, you can also apply through express entry for the provincial nominee program. By doing that, you will also boost your score. Eligibility questions will be based on the following: your age, your nationality, your language ability, family members, education, work experience, details on any job offer. So now let's go. Click on check your eligibility and it brought this page. So I just selected Saskatchewan as the province I want to go to. Then you click on next. This page popped up again, my first official language. So I chose IELTS. Well, it also depends on the country. For Nigerians, I think it's IELTS that is required. So now it asked me the date I did the exam. So I'm going to just supply the year, the month, and the day. Please, these are not true answers. I'm just trying to do this for the purpose of this video. So after supplying those details, I clicked on next. So now it's asking me the test score. So I'm just going to be supplying the scores. After doing that, I would click on next. If you are not ready to continue, you can just click on save and exit questionnaire. You can always come back later, okay? So now that I've clicked on next, it's going to ask if I have any other language or second official language. So I just clicked no. But if you have, like for those doing English and French IELTS, please you can just put it. But for me, I'm only putting IELTS, just one official language. Okay. So now it's asking in the last 3 years how many years of skilled work experience I have. So in Canada, I don't have any. So I clicked on none. The next question is the tier of my national occupation classification, and it is tier 2. So I also clicked on tier 2. You can know more about that by going to their site to type your NOC. You will know more about that way. Then I clicked on next. The next question is, in the last 10 years, how many years of skilled work experience do you have? six or more. So I just clicked on that. You have different options. So depending on where you fall into, you put it. The next question talks about trade occupations. So if you have any years of experience, you also put it. I clicked on 2 or more years. The next question pops up if I have a certificate for my skilled trade from Canada. The answer is no. So I clicked no, then clicked next again. Then how much money am I bringing to Canada? That totally depends on the size of your family. If you are single, then you can go for 13,310 Canadian dollars. But if you are more than, you can now select where you belong. So I just selected the one I felt would be enough for me and my family. Do I have a valid job offer? I clicked no. Then my date of birth, my year and the month, I also filled everything there. The next is my level of education. So my highest level of education is bachelor's degree. So I will just be selecting that right away. Then click on next. Then this page will pop up. Check all that apply. I'm going to be reading everything, and from what I can see here is none of the above. So I click that. Now talking about my marital status. Yes, I'm married. I feel that. Does your spouse or partner plan to come with you to Canada? I feel yes. Is your spouse or partner a citizen of Canada? No. So as your spouse or partner studying in Canada full time? No. Just keep answering truthfully. After I clicked next, this page popped up. Has your spouse or partner taken an English or French language test? I clicked on IELTS, then I also clicked on next. When the both parties write the exam, it usually boosts the score. Now I'm also filling the period my spouse did the exam, and after which I clicked next. Here is me also filling the scores for each test. And when I was done, see what it brought out. It said, based on your answers, you appear to be eligible for express entry. Step 2 is just to print that page. Then step 3 is to register or log in to submit your online profile. And if you have not created your profile before now, you need to register to do that. But if you had done that before, you just need to sign in. All right. It's actually good to read through these processes. And on top of this page, I have my reference code, and that is what I'm going to use to create my profile. It's just at the top right. So when I was done reading through, I just clicked on exit questionnaire. So this is the reference code. That particular one is reference code that I will use to apply online. It's actually good to save it somewhere. Like what I did, I just copied it and I pasted it in my email so I don't lose it. And this reference code, look at the date, is going to expire May 28, 2023. So meaning it's not going to last forever. Just to show you the reference code actually, so I just still read through again. I mean the steps. And when I was done, I just clicked on exit questionnaire. This page popped up asking if I want to really exit, so I clicked on continue. It's also saying you have 60 days, that place I highlighted, including today, to complete this application. Coming to step 3, which is to register or to log in to submit your profile, we also need to go to the IRCC website. You can just type in sign in on the search option. Then it's going to bring up this page. So there you will just click on sign in to IRCC. This page will come up giving you two options. One talks about the GC key and the other one talks about the sign in partner. But if you don't have an account, maybe you are just doing this for the first time, you have to create your account. I have a detailed video of this particular step 3 on my channel. Kindly check it out. I will be leaving the link in the description box below. Now that we have created our express entry profile, we will need the following documents. Note, we are not going to be uploading them now, but we will just be needing some information from those documents. You can actually earn up to 50 points if you have a strong French language skills. Now, let me show you the CLB you need to have if you are applying for Federal Skilled Worker Program. So if you are writing English test, your minimum CLB should be 7, and if it's for the French, it should be 7 as well. So if you are having a second official language, your minimum level of CLB or NCLC should be 5. So you can also check for others, but for the purpose of this video, we are doing for Federal Skilled Worker. Now, let's go to the skilled work experience or the work experience, and that's when we talk about the NOC, that is the National Occupation Classification. You are just going to be checking the category you fall into. We have tier 0 to tier 5. So when you've determined that, you are going to type your job title. For example, I'm going to be searching out my job title by typing teaching. And we have different levels of teaching. I'm also going to be selecting one. All right, so there are some occupations that require licensing. If you are going through provincial nominee program, you understand what I'm talking about. So if your job is the type that requires licensing, you will need to do your licensure. I have that video on my channel. I'll also be leaving the link to that video in the description box. Normally, the language test is valid for 2 years. So that's why I don't advise people to write it very quickly, because you don't know how long you're going to stay in the pool. But if you are finally selected, ensure that your test result is still very valid. We have talked about the language test. So the next one here is the proof of Canadian education or an educational credential assessment. If you have your degree outside of Canada, you will need to do your ECA, and there are different bodies that do that, such as ICAS, ICES, and the rest of it. But in my own case, I made use of WES, so you will need that so that your degree can be evaluated. I have that video on my channel. I'll be leaving the link to that video in my description box below. The next is provincial nomination if you have one. It's actually not compulsory, but it's necessary if you want to boost your score. If you have, you need to attach your letter to your application. The next again is job offer from your employer, which is not also compulsory, but if you have, it can also help boost your score. And you need to get a letter from your employer, which you will attach to your application. The last here is proof of fund. Proof of fund shows that you can actually take care of yourself when you land in Canada, and if you're a family person, it also shows that you'll be able to take care of yourself and your family without any financial issues. Here is a current list of the proof of fund needed if you want to immigrate to Canada. So as at the time of making this video, this particular proof of fund is valid. Note, it's not everyone that is supposed to provide proof of fund. For example, those that got job from Canada, they don't need proof of fund. If you're also applying under the CEC or the Canadian Experience class, you don't also need proof of fund. EE candidates who appear to meet the minimum entry criteria and have registered with Job Bank, if applicable, are automatically entered into the express entry pool. Once in the pool, candidates are eligible to be issued an invitation to apply. So now, what is included in the ITA? The ITA invites the candidate to apply under a specific class. We have established that already. And based on some factors, you'll be selected: your age, your level of education, your first official language proficiency, the second one, your Canadian work experience, your level of education, your spouse's first official language proficiency, your spouse's Canadian work experience, your skill transferability, your foreign work experience, arranged employment, PMP. Those are the factors in which one will be selected. If you finally receive your ITA, you have 60 days to complete your application for permanent residency. But if you don't have the documents to supply, you can just decline it. If you do not respond within 60 days of receiving the ITA and you don't decline it, the ITA will expire and the candidate will no longer be able to be in the express entry pool. Some factors could actually increase or decrease your CRS score. Kindly take note of that, and if it happens to be the other way that is decreasing, you have to look for a way to boost your score so that you can be invited to apply. Once you have invitation to apply, your express entry invitation to apply is valid for 60 days. So you will need to follow these steps. You sign into your account, then you click the link to apply for permanent residence under express entry. You will need to upload the copies of the documents you use in creating your profile. Then you also add these ones to it depending on what you have on your checklist. You may also be asked some supporting documents which they would definitely let you know. Then these are the application fees and it's always updated, so you have to keep checking the site to know the current fee. Then the processing times too have changed recently. I have the update too on my channel. You have to check it out as at the time of making this video. Thanks so much for watching, and I believe you enjoyed it. If you have any question or suggestion or any correction, kindly let me know in the comment section. If you haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please do. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and also turn on your post notification bell so you will keep seeing my amazing content. See you all in my next video. Bye.